Treyarch has given us a bunch of new updates since the release of Firebase Z, and a lot of these updates are kind of interesting, and there are problems with these updates and also the map in general that people have been talking about. Nerfing the game, nerfing the map, Tombstone pretty much not working in this map, and a bunch of other issues people have been experiencing in Firebase Z. Leave your comments down below if you guys have experienced any issues, any problems you have, constructive criticism with Firebase Z and the recent updates. Leave them down below. I'll be sure to use those comments in an upcoming video. If you can, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops Cold War content. It is greatly appreciated. Also, by the way, Tranzit crew performing at the Super Bowl tonight. Link down below for details. Let's talk first about Tombstone. Now, this is the new DLC 1 perk available in Firebase Z and also available through the Wonder Fizz in Die Maschine. People are experiencing glitches with this perk, but also when the perk is working, there are some issues here with how the perk was actually designed in the game. So first thing here is a glitch. Tombstone needs work, took all my cash, then left me for dead. And you see in the video, he goes back to get all of his stuff, puts the points in, and he doesn't get his items back. So clearly that is an issue there. They should be fixing that very soon. There have been other glitches that I've seen related to Tombstone not working the way it's supposed to when you actually bleed out. And definitely leave your comments down below if you've experienced anything like this in this video or something different to what we just saw. But also, people are saying the base perk just isn't good. So here is another Reddit post, and this isn't the only Reddit post. I've seen this all over Twitter. I've seen several YouTubers, I think Dalek and Raffle Waffles, tweeted out that Tombstone just doesn't make sense in this game. But Johnny Boy over on Reddit says that it immediately puts you in a disadvantage when you buy it. So in a solo game, assuming you have it fully upgraded, its only purpose is the Who's Who effect. That wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't so horrible. When you're in the Dark Ether form, you spawn very far away and you only have your weapons to revive yourself. No perks, no equipment, pretty much just those weapons. And at least for solo, it really doesn't make sense for you to use this perk. Self-revives, you keep your perks, you revive yourself a lot faster, and it's a lot easier to get back in the game. Tombstone, you're getting to this different player that spawns in, just how Who's Who worked. Now, with Who's Who, you only had a pistol. At least in this game, you have your base weapons, but if you spawn far away, other side of the map, you don't have any perks, you have a ton of zombies on a high round. What is the point in using that feature of Tombstone when you can just get a self-revive, have that ready, and then you can revive yourself super quickly? You'll have all your perks, you'll have all your stuff, you'll be in the same spot, and you'll be good. I had a feeling this perk just wouldn't be that good in solo, but they definitely could make it so the Who's Who effect is a lot more minimized, and solo, maybe the player literally spawns like right next to the original player that got downed, and you can revive yourself super quickly, allowing you to keep all of your perks and make it a bit more rewarding on solo. So again, let me know down below. There are a bunch of other bugs with this as well. Even in co-op, I'm seeing a bunch of Reddit comments of people just saying that Tombstone really isn't working as intended, or it could be reworked a lot more. And I like the idea of Tombstone being in the game. It's a cool perk, but it seems like a lot of people just really aren't seeing the full use of it, and Treyarch definitely needs to fine-tune it a little more to make it a lot more appealing and actually work well for all players in the game. Now, Tombstone is that one perk that definitely needs a major buff, but there are some nerfs in the map as well, which I actually do understand why they nerfed this thing here. So for enemies, they addressed an issue where the Orda would not fire its secondary attacks appropriately, so the Orda, the Elder God boss, is attacking us more often now. And then another update yesterday was that the Orda health values were actually tuned based on the high rounds, and you also decrease the equipment damage against the Orda. People were killing the Orda with 5 tomahawk throws. I mean, it was kind of insane. So as much as I wish that feature was still in the game, I kind of understand why Treyarch actually did nerf that there, because it makes the Elder God Orda boss completely useless, completely just not scary at all. It's supposed to be this big boss that takes a decent amount of time to kill, and being able to kill that boss with a couple tomahawk throws just didn't really make any sense. So that is actually one nerf that I do kind of agree with. In general, I still stand by what I was saying back when Die Maschine first launched. that Treyarch shouldn't try to go into zombies and just try to find things to nerf. If anything, they should try to find things to buff. Cold War Zombies clearly is about gameplay, high rounds, Easter eggs, having fun. It's not like you need to be competitive in zombies, so they should really be looking to buff more things, make things more enjoyable, and if there is something that's super overpowered, just let it be overpowered. Why not? I mean, I just don't like the whole nerfing aspect that Treyarch has with zombies, but so far it doesn't seem like it's too big of a deal right now, because this nerf, like I said, did make some sense. Now, this isn't about a nerf or a buff with the recent update, but this is just in the game. Someone on Reddit said this: I have no clue what caused it, but I just got shocked with the same animation as Tranzit's Avogadro. Is this a mimic attack that I just didn't know existed? And here's the video. I've never had this happen to me before. You can leave your comments down below. Is this, you know, a rare thing? Does this happen to you guys all the time? I think this is super, super cool. It looks like to be, and people are responding in the comments and saying like, this is just a really rare attack from some of the mimic zombies. Not all of the mimic zombies do this here. It's just super interesting to see that they have this asset, the same asset as the Avogadro, shocking you in Firebase Z. Is the Tranzit remake being teased here? Are they going to use this Avogadro asset again in the future, where the Avogadro returns in the Tranzit remake? I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but it definitely would be very interesting to see if that carries over into a future DLC map remake, but you can leave your comments down below on that. Another thing here, a lot of people are talking about the elite zombies in Firebase Z, or the lack thereof. The Reddit post says this: please Treyarch, make at least one zombie count as elite in Firebase Z. He says, I'm beyond sick of Die Maschine. You gave us one small map to grind camos for 3 months. Now you finally give us a new map, and we still have to go back to the same old map to finish the camo challenge. Either make a zombie on Firebase Z and elite, or release more effing maps. So this is definitely an issue here, and they actually responded. I think Foxhound's FPS actually said that it just doesn't make sense. There are no elite zombies on Firebase Z, and he calls them special zombies, and I really don't understand that. I mean, Treyarch should realize that people are just bored of playing Die Maschine, and there's a lot of people that still want to do the camos, and people just don't want to go back to Die Maschine right now. I mean, maybe we'll want to go back in the future. Die Maschine is still a solid map, a super fun map, but right now we're so bored of it. We've been playing it for several months now, and they could easily just make the mimic zombie an elite. I mean, I don't know why they have to stick to this classification here as a mimic zombie being a special zombie, and then the other zombies being elite zombies, you know, the megatons or whatever. So I just don't get that, but let me know down below your opinions on that. My final thoughts here on Firebase Z. This is the first video where I'm kind of criticizing the map. Overall, this map is super, super good. There's a lot of fun stuff to do on this map, and I think this map's actually pretty solid and might be a little better than Die Maschine. Die Maschine was the launch map. It was very simple. It was super fun when it first came out. Firebase Z, it's fun now. It's going to be interesting to see how both maps age. Are we going to be playing Firebase Z more than we were playing Die Maschine, or is Firebase Z, is the hype for Firebase Z gonna drop off super quick, a lot quicker than it did for Die Maschine? The hype for Die Maschine kind of did last like a good 2 months or so. So Firebase Z, are we still going to be playing this map for 2 months out? Are we still going to be solving secret side Easter eggs in the map? Will there still be stuff to do? Will people still be going for high rounds? We're going to find out. But overall, despite some of the issues that we talked about in this video, Firebase Z is a pretty solid DLC map, a really good DLC 1 map. So thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a comment below Firebase Z if you watched the whole video. It is greatly appreciated. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.